Trying to debate what I want to do today at the store. I was trying out some soil, some platinum soil, for someone. The tank's been going for a while. I have a few of them going. I transferred my boas into it, and I've had some random deaths since then. Um, so I don't know if I want to keep on using that because I had no deaths prior, and now I'm getting a couple every single day. So whether or not I transfer them there, or if I just go over and I just kind of bear with it and see if it's just hard acclimation or what. Um, Also, I got uh, plants coming in on Thursday, and I have to get those tanks done too. This is the problem I have with a one-man band shop that I have, is that I do everything by myself, um, and I have tons of tanks that I have to go over and clean and maintain and keep the store stocked and get my orders in. It's tough. It's tough being a fish store owner. I will say that right now. Um, it looked easy at first, but dealing with everything, I found out it's super hard. Um, and I know this is my first live that I'm doing. Hope you guys like it. Hope I start getting some more subscribers. I just got done watching Flip Aquatics. I love Flip. I love Rob and Amanda. So maybe I might be back after theirs. I'm not quite sure. Um, but I know I have to do a bunch of water changes this week, um, before the weekend comes around. Yeah, just driving to work. So yeah, I don't know. It was hard seeing some of those boas die off because they're super expensive boas, and so I think I'm going to definitely move them back to the 2.5 gallon tank that I had. Um, it just makes common sense on that. Um, yeah, I'm just doing this for my. I don't know if my phone is linked up to my radio if people hear me or not. I don't see no chats in here. I see at least one person, so hopefully they can hear me. Um, and I know a bunch of my Neo tanks need to get cleaned as well. So I was debating. I mean, I want to get someone at the shop. The problem I have with getting another person at the shop is then I have to raise some prices to pay for the person's wages as well. Um, so I started out going on 5 years ago. I put $300 in a PayPal account. Went to a local Petco, saw some shrimp in the tank, and I said, "Hey, who would ever raise these? I mean, who would?" And then I did some market research, went on Facebook, saw a lot of these pages that were selling shrimp, and I'm like, you know what? I could do that. Found a local page called Minnesota Shrimp Keepers and Breeders. Found a local guy named Jeff Lidberg on there. Contacted him if I could stop by one time and talk with him. He said, yeah. Um, Stopped over there, picked up about 15, 20 shrimp. Can't remember exactly what I all picked. It was like a Skittles. Um, Set up the tank. One tank led to two, led to four, led to 17, so forth, so on. All of a sudden, I think it was like 85 tanks in my living room. Um, and then my landlord, well, let's kind of back up a little bit. Um, Went over and I saw an ad for the International Shrimp Contest. And there's a specific guy there that says, "Oh, I'm going to beat everybody, blah, 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 blah." So, I'm going to enter. Um, I entered the Neo Caradinas. Made plans with Jeff to go out there. Well, we actually went out to Flip Aquatics first. Then we made our way back. We went stepped at Lucas Brett's LRB Aquatics. Then we made it to the contest. Met tons of great people there. Got to meet Eric Martins, Eric Lucas. Met Chris Luca. Became really good friends with him. Manny, which is my brother from a different mother from JBJ. Therese. Just a lot of great people I met out there. Um, and then Chris kind of pulled me off to the side. He said, "Well," he goes, "you're tied for first." And I'm like, "What? Really?" Um, and he said, "Yes, I've never seen this dark of shrimp before." And long and behold, I end up um, winning that category, which kind of like boomed me to do my business. Um, so then the next couple of years, it's all I was doing is hoarding shrimp. Every shrimp that was on the auction pages, I was just buying shrimp and went over and I was breeding horses and training horses. And we just got the world champion as a stud and went over and I wanted to follow my passion, which was the aquatics. I was really into the aquatics. I knew there was great potential into it. Um, I had a local buddy go to a local store owner and says, you know what, you really need to get Joe in here on your freshwater side. He knows what he's talking about. He can do scapes. He can do breed shrimp. Um, the local owner, Doug, contacted me, and we went in there, and I started talking with him, saying what I could possibly do for his business. They brought me on. Within, I don't know, I think it was like 6 months, I was part owner. Um, did quite well at the store there. Did that for about a year. And then Doug's wife, Jen, who was the main owner, wanted to specialize just in saltwater because that was originally what it was, the saltwater store. And they just brought on the freshwater. And I had my breeding area across the way from it because I had to move all my livestock because my landlord didn't want everything in my building. Um, so I decided, you know what, I'm just going to open a freshwater store. Shut down the breeding area for about a week, I think it was. My buddy Tyler came over, built some shrimp racks, set it all up, got a hold of all my wholesalers, said, look, this is what I want to do. I want to open up a local freshwater fish store, have it more as a hangout spot. They encouraged me to do it. I did it, got my license, got all my sales tax, all that mumbo jumbo back and forth, set it up, and it's been a blast since then. Um, Being my own boss is great. I can't really say I can go in when I want and leave when I want because customers kind of depend on you. If you don't show up one day, all of a sudden, boom, you're not there.